But hi, welcome back in, y'all. We're basically just restarting. We're basically just restarting, guys. So welcome back in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And I hope y'all are doing good since we're back in. And it does look like it counted your thing, by the way, Lindsay. So thank you for coming back in. Thank you. Yes. So anyways, I don't even know what were we talking about before we crashed? I don't even know. Yeah, like completely. I was like, girl, you gotta be kidding me right now. Like, really, right now we're gonna crash. Oh, that's annoying as shit. I was like, love that for me. Love that for me. Can't wait for that. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Took like 50. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Well, welcome back in, guys. Thank you for being here. I may also have to go start my new my sensor, of course, just went off. So I have to go do, like, of course, everything happened at once. It's like, girl, can I get any more overstimulated in 1 second? We were wondering why free cash isn't working for some people. Oh, yes, that's the reason why. Let me message that guy real quick while we're here right now. However, they do, I was typing this out. They do not have a VPN. Is there a fix for this? Okay, I just asked to see. This world said it said let's overstimulate Zesty right freaking now. Let's overstimulate him. Why don't we open a Pokemon card pack, and then I might have to go change my sensor real quick, and then we'll start on TikTok and play Fortnite. How's that sound, y'all? And we're gonna open up all the Pokemon cards today, but we'll open up some while we're on TikTok as well. And kind of just like do our thing. If you're joining in, we literally got so many Pokemon cards today. It's actually insane. I got a lot. And on a the audacity. Yes. All right, so let's open up one. This is new, I believe, the Ascended Heroes. The Ascended Heroes packs. Okay. I know, I'm excited too. So I have a ton of those to open, and then I have like a bunch of other ones as well. So we've got a lot to open, y'all. So it's gonna be crazy. And then we do have our sub goal today, of course, as well, on top of the free cash things going on. But as always, your presence is a present. And today is also the last day of our bit goal. We're I don't think we'll hit the bit goal, but today is the last day of the week for the bit goal. Okay. Are we ready? Let's see. Okay. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Oh, Princess Ash, thank you for the raid. Okay, thank you. Oh my god, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I got a message that I had to respond to. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? I'm like super overstimulated right now, so if you're joining in, let me play my intro real quick to say hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let me do my little intro to say hello. Hello. Cards, a double raid. Hello. Hi, friends. Welcome in. Raiders, we're opening up literally a pack of Pokemon cards as you're joining in right now. We're doing a pull of Pokemon cards, which how are you, Rich? What are you doing? What were you guys doing today? Welcome in. We got Carbink here. Let's see who else. We also have, oh wait, I can't even read that. Ooh, Urbane the trainer. Okay, Slay. Wait, is that gonna focus? Hello. Sometimes the like brighter cards like do not want to focus at all. Hello, hello. If you're new here, hi. I'm gonna play my intro here in just a second. We W Pokemon cards in Eevee Raid. I know. We have Vanillux. Okay, T. And then we have one of my girl. Hold on, can I do it? Mischievous. I love her so much. Wait, gorgeous. And then Togepi, my baddie. And then, ooh, we have Groudon. Wait, look. Ooh, is that the only one? Is that the last one? Yes, that's the last one, y'all. Wait, T. Guys, thank you for the follows if you're new here. If you're new here, let me put my other intro to say hello.
Bitch, you know I'm
Zesty.
don't call, just text me. Bitch, is slow, can't get
Oh my God, she's bald.
ITGIRL. You know I am
that girl.
Bitch, don't kiss and tell. It go from ATL.
I'm back in my Pokemon era. If you guys are wondering, I am like so deep into my Pokemon era. It's crazy. And I did buy a lot of Pokemon cards. So we're opening a lot of Pokemon cards today on stream. Yes, Raid and Run, Princess Ashen. What were you playing on your stream, Rich, today? Rich told me, what were you guys playing? I am going to, we're playing some Fortnite today because of the new season, of course. Because of the new season, which is very, very exciting. But yes. So, anyways, all that to say, I am back in my Pokemon era hardcore right now, and I got some Pokemon cards today from Walmart. Game presents Girly Papa. I love that. Wait, that's so exciting. I love that. Yeah, so we're gonna be hopping in here in just a few minutes. But we got some Pokemon cards today because I was like, ooh. So I have like, guys, when I tell you guys I got some, like, we got some cards today. So we're gonna be opening these up later on throughout the stream today, if my stream doesn't crash again and everything goes according to plan. So yeah. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much for being here, bringing your community over. I hope you guys are doing well. And I appreciate y'all coming in. Ooh, fun. I know. We got a lot to open. So that was just one pack, but I have literally a million more. So we will be opening them throughout the day today, which I'm very excited about. Very, very excited about. I have like a whole little table with all of them set up over there. So we will be doing that this afternoon throughout the stream. Anyways, I wanted to mention real quick for those who were asking about the VPN thing with free cash. Unfortunately, I guess built into your phone. Georgia, thank you back. I got things reset there. I got my pump reset. Sorry, guys. I had to like do a new, I don't know what happened. It just like all of a sudden did not want to work. I was like, okay, girl, that's fine. But we are good to go. Sensors now paired. We are ready to rumble. Hi. If you're still here from the raid, I'm glad you're here if you end up going, but thank you for being here. The Aldi's have Pokemon balls with cards in them. Oh, I do have an Aldi's. I'm doing good, Just Dark Dragon. Wait, I do have an Aldi's. Wait, that's good to know. Yeah, we're gonna open up more Pokemon cards. I do want to get started on TikTok and also start playing Fortnite, of course. Yeah, literally, I was like, the fact that the free cash thing happened, and then also my pump, and then also the internet. It's like it's always one thing. Yes, I did see that, Shrek. I saw that on Twitter. I think people complained enough that there wasn't enough like something. They also increased the drop rate of the whatchamacallit, the not shockwaves. The not shockwaves. They increased the drop rate of those. So that's good news. Down. All right, let me get Fortnite open. I had to restart my entire PC, of course. So let me get Fortnite open real quick, and then we'll get playing, y'all. We'll get doing what we do and start on TikTok as well. Not shockwaves. Yeah, whatever they're called. Again, I don't hate them. Some people do not like them at all. I don't mind them. So that's my tea. That's my shade. That's my clocking of it all. Overdrive grenades. I think you should be. Yes, go clean your room, girl. But yes, for the free cash stuff, guys, if you are trying to sign up with a VPN, you do have a VPN. It's just on your like settings in your phone. Don't worry, you're not being hacked or anything. They don't have a tutorial. I asked them to maybe do it one day, but if you are having an issue with it, there are two ways. If you're on a Samsung, you have to go into the settings and it's just called VPN. And then if you pay for iCloud, then it's in settings and it's in iCloud and it's called Private Relay. If you look up Private Relay, you'll find it. So those are the like VPN things for the free cash. But also, if it's that big of an issue for you guys, please don't worry about it. It's not, like it's cool, but also please, if you're like worried for some reason. So that's the tea there. Scared now needs Destiny to pray for me. I will pray for you. I will. Ember, thank you for the daily set. Welcome in. My coffee's hot. Okay. Let's fort it up, baby. I gotta refresh the overlay because the overlay still is not counting subs. Everything was like, let's break for Vinny today. Ha 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 ha. Let's break for Vinny today. I should. Girl. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna lose my mind, guys. Look what I tried to log into Fortnite. Look what just showed up. I tried to. What is this? What is this goddamn screen, guys? I'm just trying to play girl, what the fuck is this screen? Oh, girl, what is this? Hello? Girl, I can't today. Yeah, Mercury is in the microwave. Hello? And it goes away. What even is that? I've never seen that screen before. Today I said a violent attack. It really did. I have literally never seen that screen before. What is that even? Like, usually, like, that's such a weird screen. No clue, but it's annoying. Yeah. Okay, it looks like we're okay. Arrow's so scary. When you get that in the Switch, you have to restart the system. Okay, T. Well, it does look like we're logging in, so I think we're okay. It's the screen where to game didn't shut down properly. Oh, yeah. I just closed out of it. Thank you. Is that why I'm so exhausted? Mercury's in the Mercury's in the microwave. It's been boiled. It's been skinned alive. It's been thrown out the window. It's been shit on. Whatever that means. Is Fortnite down? I swear to Christ. Miss Girl. I swear to Christ. No, I'm on it right now. Okay. Maybe I should restart. Should I try and restart the game? I'm going to try and restart the game. Hold on. Let me try and restart the game. Hold on. I just want to play Fortnite and not have stream crash and 18 other things happening. I know. I did keep getting a prostate-shaped Stormstroke. We're about to post a video from it. Oh, no Pokemon card time. Girl, it won't even let me launch. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass out, guys. I'm going to scream and pass out. Like, girl, let me launch the fucking game, bro. Let me, hold on. I'm gonna lay a goddamn egg. Fortnite launcher, end task, end task. My God. Launch. Hi, Laura. How are you? Wait, what is the ANTM documentary? I don't know that one. Wait, T. Okay, I'm also going to post a TikTok while we're doing this, since this is taking forever to warm up anyways. Since this is taking forever to warm up anyways, might as well do that. Oh my God. Wow. Our video is flopping. Also, my videos are flopping today, guys. I can't catch a fucking break, can I? I'm doing all right, Laura. I'm having a breakdown today. I'm about to have a breakdown. Our video, for some reason, is at 400 views right now, like, which is so low usually for us. And I worked really hard on it, so I'm really annoyed. And the game is not running. Oh my God. I just want to be able to do my job. I just want to do my job, guys. I just want to do my job. I just want to do my job, y'all. That's all. That's all. Please load. Okay. Cross your fingers. I'm actually not even going to post this video right now. I'm going to wait. Hopefully when I start the stream, it'll do a little bit better. Fingers crossed, please. Larry H. Parker would. Listen, if your guys are gonna fight for me, then you have to go comment on my video and share it and repost it. You guys say you're gonna help support this shit, but then you don't. I love you so much, but you guys say it in the chat and then you don't go do it. I'm calling you out. I'm calling your asses out to the end of time. I'm calling your asses out to the end of time. Okay? I know. It's not a 4-day video. You guys will watch it. God. Girl, I can't even connect. What is going on right now? I swear to God, y'all. Oh, honey. Guys, I'm so confused right now. I just want to play Fortnite. I'm so overstimulated. Is it your internet? No, if it was my internet, I wouldn't be able to be on right now. I mean, I can restart my PC and it won't crash the stream, thankfully, but like, I can't be a PC. I don't know. I always get so mad because it's like I feel like I'm finally making progress, and then like the world is like, actually, I'm gonna set you back 5 steps on purpose. It always just makes me want to like literally crash out, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Let me restart my PC. God. I'm restarting my PC, y'all. Hopefully it fixes it. We'll see. We'll see. I just always feel like I'm making good progress, and then shit like this happens. No signal. All right, guys, cross your fingers. Otherwise, we're gonna have to play. I don't know what we're gonna play, but we gotta play something else if not. I don't understand what like it's so annoying. Sorry guys. I don't mean to crash out, but it's just like what do I got to do? What do I got to do? What do I got to do? You know what I mean? What do I got to do, honey? All right. Oh, good. You're seeing my last name. Doxing myself for the love of fuck. Yeah, I know it's not the servers. I don't know what's going on with me. That's such an Italian last name. I know. Nice headshot. That's my headshot from when I was a theater actor in college. I'm waiting for like all my programs to start up here on my gaming PC. Welcome in. If you're just following, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you guys being here. We are having a lot of stuff go wrong, of course, with my PC not working. So bear with me. Bear with me, baddies. Yeah, I don't know who has my voodoo doll right now, but she's not happy. Okay. Let's try it one more. Let's try this one more time. Everybody cross your fingers. Everyone cross your fingers, please. Please. I just want to play Fortnite. Please. It's not even opening at this point. It's not even opening at this point. It's not even showing anything on the screen. Girl, what the fuck? Okay. Good things was the opposite. Yeah, literally. Girl, who sent the Etsy witch on me this week? I can't. For today. Who sent the Etsy witch on me for today? Who did it? Who did it? It's not launching. Like, do I just let it run to see if it'll log in eventually? She's not even launching. This does not take this long. Like, what is going on right now? Okay, now this is running. No, Hunter, I haven't been able to log in yet. No. Hi, Neela. How are you? Guys, we're just trying to get Fortnite up, and then we're starting on TikTok. I'm going to wait to reinstall until I absolutely have to, because then I'm going to have to cancel stream, guys. It's going to be like an hour and a half long to have it log in. So we're going to just bear with me a little bit, y'all. I'm waiting until I absolutely have to reinstall the game to reinstall it. I've never had this issue happen before. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Ugh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Dude, this is so fucking stupid. Why is it? Oh my God. I am patient. I am kind. I'm not going to crash out today. Yeah, life has been kicking me in the goddamn ass for the past 3 weeks, guys. Like, it's been literally spitting on me. Come on, please. Anything? Maybe. The thing is, this is the screen we had last time, guys, so I don't know. Yeah, we had the music last time. Like, this is all the same stuff we had last time. It's like, it's just not logging in. Come on, man. Yeah, other people are in, so I don't know what's going on right now. I'm gonna check. I'm just gonna make sure by checking Fortnite status, like, just to be safe. Just to be safe on Twitter. No, I'll just reinstall the game. They say operational, yeah. Apply. Okay, wait, it changed. It did change. It says applying preferred. Do you see at the bottom there? It did change something there. Maybe we just give it a minute. Maybe we just wait a minute and wait. I'm going to give it like 5 minutes. We're going to give it 5 minutes. And if it's not up in 5 minutes, we'll reinstall. We're going to give it 5 minutes. If it's not up yet, we'll reinstall. How's that sound? How's that sound? Oh, another pack. Great idea. Let's do that. Let's open another pack while we wait. I love that idea. I love that idea. Let's open up another Fortnite pack while we wait. Shall we? Shall we? Yeah, Hunter, I don't know what's going on with anything on social media these days. It's like servers are crazy. Okay. All right, let's open it up. GMR card. I got so many more cards. I did. Okay, we have. Oh. Wait, before we open. Maybe. I need to go full screen because I can't actually see the cards, guys. So I have to go full screen for a second. I legit can't. I have to see the cards so I can't see them. Okay, we have Poniard, which I love. Ooh, we have Murkrow. Wait, this one's pretty. Oh, it's Team Rocket's Murkrow. Wait, another Togepi. I've gotten 3 Togepis so far. Grubbin. Solrock. This is one of my favorite Pokemon. Solrock's one of my favorite ones, y'all. Maui. Oh, I love Maui as well. I never know how to pronounce them very well, but I love them. Kanari, who I just beat in Pokemon ZA. Ooh, a little bit more of a... Oh, we're in on Fortnite, guys. A little bit of a flashy Togepi. Is this another Murkrow? I got two Murkrows. Wait, but one's a shiny one and one is not. One's a shiny Murkrow and one is not. Is there a difference in that? Is that like big? One's shiny and one is not. This one's shiny. So 2 in the same thing. Ooh, boss's orders. Love that. And then that's it. Shiny Yas. Does that, I wonder if that's worth anything. I always like to know when they're worth something. You know what I mean? That's what I always like to find out if they're worth something, you know? One mogs, one does not. Yeah, like literally, like look, like one is, let me pull them both out here. Like one is, let's see. Like we have, one is, you see how one is shiny and one is not. See, one has the R too. One's a little bit different. The one that has the R is the shiny one. Let me look it up. I'm going to look it up real quick. Hold on. I want to see. I've downloaded the app. I downloaded the app, so I want to see if on the app it shows anything. The boss's order might be worth a little. Wait, really? Okay, wait. Boss's order. Let me look it up. I always like looking them up to be like, is this real? $14. Wait, yeah, it is. For the boss's order one, $14. I mean, that's something. Thank you for the biddies, Happy. Appreciate it. That's something. $14. Make you holla. Team Rockets. Murkrow. Wait. The thing is, it doesn't say the rare one. I don't see the rare one. It doesn't say it on there. Team Ice King on God. Like there's the common one. I don't know. We opened the Ascended Heroes. Hi, Autumn. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for being here. We had to reset stream like 18 times. This might help. Yeah, wait, I'm actually curious. Yeah, I don't know how to tell the rarities of things. I need to like look into understand that. Ooh, okay, wait, so these have symbols on them. Oh, this one's common then. T. Okay, so they're both common. So it actually wasn't that special. But this one is rare. This one's rare. This boss's orders one. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So slay for that one. We're going to keep opening up packs throughout the stream, y'all. We're going to start on TikTok, though, because I do believe we are back up and running, hopefully, with Fortnite. Do you have card sleeves? I do. Yeah. Let me go to test gaming. It looks like we're in. Except I have a blank screen, girl. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I'm not gonna say another thing. Yes, Allie, let me know when you cash out. I have to have everybody, if you can cash out before the 1st, it will only count for me prior to the 1st of the month. So when you do, let me know when you do cash out. The earlier the better. That's because it can sometimes take a few days as well. So yes, thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate it. Free Cash is a sponsorship we are doing. You can download it on your phone. And it helps me out a bunch. No, I have to play Blitz. I do. All right. But I'll talk more about Free Cash here in a minute. Let's start on TikTok, though, because otherwise I feel like we're not going to be on TikTok at all today. So we are going to hit the TikTok live so we can at least be on there for a bit because, oh my God, did we have so much crap going on? But we're going to go live button. We're going to go live on a TikTok right now. Wait, just kidding. I don't have everything set there because everything got reset. Girl, I need a drink. Just kidding. I don't drink at all. So why did I say I need a drink? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm just setting the stream title here. I have not played any Blitz though. I mean, we'll play some Blitz today. I did want to do viewer games today and sub games today. If things went according to plan, we'll have to wait to see. But that was my plan today, so we shall see if it works. But let's start on TikTok at the very least to get us going. We're starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raining. Hopefully we're good to go. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate it. Thank you, Frosted Cheerio. Hi, TikTok. Tabby D for the follow. Welcome in. Sorry, guys. We had a bunch of tech issues, but we're here now. Sorry that we're so late. We had like a million. If you were not on purple, we had a million. Hadbar, you're like an hour and 43 because we crashed a bunch too. I've had like 1.5 million tech issues today, guys, but we are here now. Hopefully everything works okay. So welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the heart me's getting us started. Hi, Ruby. Thank y'all so much. It's okay though. We're just getting started playing games. We just are getting started. So hello. Hi, Audrey. Welcome in as well. Good afternoon. You too, Grizzly Bear. I hope you have an amazing weekend as well. You got MRI today? Oh my God, Cole, I'm sending you love. Yes, go get yourself a snack. Hello. Restyle Fortnite. My skin's like Sabrina Carpenter green. Wait, that's crazy. Whoa, I have no idea. I'm so sorry. You know what my shirt is made of? It's made of boyfriend material. Okay, baddie. Wait, I see you flirting with me. Hello. Hi, Tomas. Hi, Julisse. Welcome in. Guys, thank you for the heart me's and the taps as we get started. We are playing Fortnite, guys. We are playing Fortnite. It's good to see you. I have not even looked at the new battle pass because I'm in a boycott right now with the V-Bucks increase. So I haven't even looked at the battle pass, ? George, thank you for the follow. I probably won't look at it for a hot minute to avoid like advertising it or anything. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Don't forget your daily heart me's. We had to reset live, y'all, like 3 times. My internet crashed, my stream crashed. Fortnite wouldn't open for me for like 20 minutes. I had to restart my PC. Like, girl, we have had a afternoon, but we're here now. And that's what matters. Hello, Nayla. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, it's crazy. Whoa, it's crazy. Hi, Mar. They did that on purpose, though. Very much on purpose. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome on in. We are going to continue playing new season. We may do some viewer games today, and we are going to do some customs as well. But we'll start with some solos just so I can get into everything and hopefully nothing crashes. Everyone knock on some wood. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I also have some Pokemon cards that we're going to open on stream today as well if you're joining in. So I'm very happy to have you. Okay, Samantha. Yeah, I'm going to have to let me get through shit and I'll do it later. I'll do all that stuff later on today. I'm so overstimulated. I can't even think about anything right now, unfortunately. Hi, Jamie. How are you? It's good to see you. Yes, we will do sub games today, most likely. I'm loving the new season. Hello, Mallard. Yeah, thank you, Samantha. I appreciate you. Hi, Chocolatey. Welcome in. We may do viewer games as well, but I'm not going to make any promises until I know that everything is smoothly running on stream. Hi, Feverbag Princess. How are you? But we'll cross our fingers. Welcome in. Guys, let's get our daily heart me's going. If you are on TikTok, we got quite a few of those to go, and let's get tapping. We are about 3K taps behind already, baddies. Kayla, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm so overstimulated right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Ali, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. Mincha, thank you for the biddies. No, oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You did not miss Native New Yorker. No. I'll explain it later, Megan. Love you guys so much. I can't do questions right now. I will answer all questions in like 5 minutes if that's okay. I just need like 5 minutes if that's okay. Marveling my rival, thank you for the follow. You went solo. I love that, CS. I appreciate it. Wait, I didn't know that Ultraviolet. Wait, really? That's weird. I haven't seen that yet, at least. I know, Jolies. Let's hope it. But yes, welcome in, y'all. It's hot to go. We're getting into things. We're here. Emma, I have not looked at the battle pass. I have not looked at the battle pass today. I'm actually not looking at it at least for another week because I'm boycotting the battle pass, guys. We are boycotting the battle pass and purchasing anything in the shop as of right now on Fortnite here, at least on this channel. So I won't be showing the battle pass. I have not looked at it. I won't be looking at it as of right now. But yes, welcome on in if you are joining in. And I'm so glad to have you all here. Yes, I'm seeing so much love. Oh, I'm glad you're here. We picked the Ice King. But if you are just running in, y'all, let's do a little Brittany, our native New Yorker to start, okay? Native New Yorker. Wait, I missed the reason why. If you are behind on the reason why, they have now increased the cost of literally everything for V-Bucks. You are getting less V-Bucks for the money that you spend, and we are trying to change that. So if you're purchasing this weekend, you are helping solidify their decision to do that. So try not to if you can. But let's play a little native New Yorker to get us started, guys, shall we? A little vamping. Bum, bum. Yeah, that's what they want to do, Lexi.
Okay. And guess what? No one opens the door. For a native New Yorker.
Here I go. Cammy, Alana, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm not sure how long it'll be, Amy. As of right now, at the very least, it's through this opening weekend for me. But as long as you can hold out, I would say hold out for as long as you can. Jay, thank you for the club cheers. Guys, thank you for the taps and the shares. If you are joining in, we are just really fully now getting started. We've had like 18 crashes today. I don't know why per se, but we've had so many stream crashes today. But we are alive and beautiful and well now, and I'm glad you're here. Hi, Mayor Vilton, welcome in, and thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, the stream has been mad. It's like tech has been mad at me today. Like I couldn't get Fortnite open. My internet crashed. My diabetic pump crashed. I was like, girl, Mercury is kicking my ass a little bit this afternoon. So we're back and we're feeling okay now. Hi, Kayla. Like we were feeling it this afternoon, Mr. Cramps. And that's where we're at. But we're okay. We're alive. We're thriving, and that's what matters, okay? And that's all we can do. And we're gonna be hot to go. All right. Yeah, she's in the microwave. Hi, Amelie. How are you? Yeah, I was saying, who hired the Etsy witch? Is it echoing for you guys on TikTok, by the way? You can let me know if it is. It's just a chapel. Oh, yeah. Is it echoing for you guys on Twitch or on TikTok? I mean the sound, by the way. Hot to go. Literally, put me up back just a little bit. Okay, yes, no echo. Okay, let me reset it. Hold on. Hey, bestie. Hi, KYM. How are you? Jessica, thank you for the heart me. It does this all the time. I don't know why it does it, but it does it all the time for me. It's very, very weird. Very, very weird, but it does do it every day for some reason. But welcome in if you're joining in, guys. Thank you for the heart me's and the love. We are just getting started. I'm like, my nervous system is like in panic mode, and I don't know why, and I can't get my nervous system to calm down. So just bear with me, guys, a little bit. Just bear with me a little bit. I don't know why my nervous system is being stupid right now, but it's being really angry with me. So just bear with me. Angel, no, we just got started on TikTok. We've been on Purple for a bit, but we've had like stream crashes left and right today. Yeah, she will, Amy, for sure. Mercury, yeah, I've had like crazy stuff going on today, but thank you guys for the taps, the shares, the love, all those good things. How many shares are we currently at? And if you are scrolling by and leave a follow for his SD Bestie, we're only 2 followers away from 5. Hi, Sour Cream. How are you? Hi, Jessica. I did Sharpest. I just can't get myself to like come off the whatever. It's very weird. Eli, thank you. Mimi, thank you for the follow. Smiley face. Hi, Koi J. How are you? Splash Cold Water. Yeah, I don't know why. I know I'm okay. I just think I need to stop drinking my caffeine. So I'm going to set it to the side for a few minutes there. And sip my water. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Whipped in the eyeball by a toddler. Oh my gosh. How are you? I'm doing good, Rose. How are you? How are you? Thank you all. All right, y'all. We're starting to get to 15K taps. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I love you all so much. Oh, also, guys, the big news is of the day before we start anything else, too. I bought some Pokemon cards. I have so many Pokemon cards that we're going to open on stream today throughout the stream this afternoon, guys, because I am in my Pokemon era. I am in my Pokemon era right now. So I did not, Panda Queen, no. I will be literally going ham with these Pokemon cards this afternoon. We've already opened up a couple, but I've got literally, I bought way too many, guys. Kai, it's called the Divoom, Divoom. Just way too many. Gotta go for some selected appointment. Oh no, it's Koi J. It's so bad, right? How is therapy going? It's going okay, Autumn. I need to find the therapist is not great for me, but that's okay. We'll make it work, designers. We'll make it work. I have an appointment on Monday. Did we get better on Fortnite? Did I get better as in from my multiple wins yesterday and my multiple second places? I don't know, baby. Did I? I think last time I was here, you hung the Labubu on the mic. Is it still there? Rose. No, it is not. The Labubus are gone for me. Hi, Bunny. How are you? Hi, Maddie. Honestly, we were kind of killing it yesterday. I'm not going to lie. And we're going to kill it again today. Hopefully, if stream doesn't crash, because we've had internet outages and everything else today. My sensitivity on Fortnite, I use an 800 DPI, but I also have a very low sensitivity, but I use a glass mouse pad, so that makes things like very much crazy. I was thinking I should get a little Pokemon keychain to hang off of it. I literally was thinking that this morning, Mallard. Sarah, thank you for the follow. But yes, if you're joining in, welcome in. Make sure to say slay in the chat. Don't forget your daily heart me's. And I just so appreciate you guys being here. We're just getting things started. We've been live for like an hour and a half, but I can make a Pokemon cheat. Now, KT Harris, don't threaten me with a good time, baby. All right. You know what I haven't played yet, though, guys, is Brittany. Hello. I'll tell you who I am. I am your zesty bestie. And this is...
It's Brittany, bitch.
Bum. So yes, welcome in if you are new here. I'm so happy to have you. And yeah, no, I just had like some insane tech issues today. But guys, thank you for checking out the new post that I did for Pokemon cards. Reposting it, sharing it, all those things help a lot. So thank you, Hannah. I appreciate it. Dalen, thank you for the follow, and Ray as well. The sprites, we actually have made the sprites we used to make the sprites a lot. I have a crochet pattern for those. What Pokemons would you want? I mean, I love Togepi. I love Wigglytuff. I love a lot of I don't even know. I'm trying to think of like other ones off the top of my head. Ditto would be cute to have for a while. Ray, thank you for the gifties. Maddie, in phase, hello, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. I'm just so appreciative of you guys. I do have a P.O. box. Yes, Autumn. Yeah, I do. It's at my link in bio or exclamation point P.O. box. Exclamation point P.O. box for it there. Thank you guys for all the love. Pokemon Center. Yeah, they just released a bunch of new Pokemon keychains, I think. Like baby ones. Not baby ones, but like it's like the baby like the baby brand or something from Pokemon Center. Like they just released a bunch and I was like, ooh, I saw them on Instagram while I was scrolling this morning. So I was like, ooh, maybe I'll have to get like some new ones. The Lil Friends plush keychain. Like, wait, let me grab a link and I'll show you guys. Like, oh my God, guys, I need this one. Wait, hold on. Wait till you see this. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Ooh, I opened up my Steam, not what I wanted to open up. Hold on. I open up my files. Girl, my brain today just does not want to work. Okay. Hi, Davina, how are you? Let's look. Okay, ready? Ready for it? Are you ready? Access is to... Girl, what the fuck? Can Mercury just kill me? Can Mercury just kill me, please? Oh my God. What do you mean access is restricted? Oh my God. Holy shit, guys. It's kicking my ass today. What do you mean I can't get on the Pokemon Center? Ah! Anyways, hi guys. Oh my god. What? Okay, hold on. There's gotta be a reason why that I cannot get on the Pokemon Center right now. Like, hello? Girl, what is going on with Mercury? She's so mad at me. We are playing Fortnite, by the way, guys. Okay. Here, now it's opening up. Maybe I just didn't have the link. But like, look at these ones. This is what I meant to show. Like, look, aren't these cute? I feel like this would be so cute on my little, oh my God, Cara, I love that. One of these, like, look at this little Togepi. Or like, hello? Or the little Wooper one. I feel like I should get a couple of them. I mean, being banned from the Poke, literally. Like, hell, they're so cute. Like, look at this little Togepi. I'm gonna piss my pants. I'm gonna piss my pants. Anyways, stop. Is that 899? I know, guys. I feel like I need to get them. Wait, should I buy them right now? I'm gonna buy like 4. Hold on, wait, and we'll rotate them out, guys. I don't care. I'm doing it real quick. I'm before they sell out because I feel like they're gonna sell out really fast. Okay. Guys, stop. Don't worry about it. I'm just doing something really quick, okay? All right. Let's keep tapping and sharing, though. Thank you, guys. And, guys, we're almost to 10 new followers. Thank you, thank you. Okay, wait. Which ones do I want to get? I feel like I want to get the Togepi. I feel like I need the Ditto. Should I get the Pikachu, too? Oh, my God. I don't even know. They're so cute. They're so cute. Please, did we talk about budget? Listen. Listen. Wait, they're so cute though, guys. They're so adorable. Wait, when's supposed to have my cart already? Guys, thank you for the follows. Welcome in. I appreciate it. I feel like they'd be so cute to put up on my thing every once in a while, you know? Oh, they have the Jumpluff one too. It's so cute. Okay. Thank you for the Galaxy Rose.
Who loves her kids
and never stops
with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
Thank you so much, Batty. I so appreciate you. I so appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. Guys, thank you for the follows. Okay. I added them in my cart so then I can just buy them later because they won't like, they'll be held in my cart. So that's fine. Okay. Anyways, I just want to do that real quick. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. You guys cannot add me. I do not have ads on. I do not allow ads. I'm sorry if everyone keeps asking for that. Thank you. Thank you. And Julia, thank you for the heart me. Well, don't hurt. I will purchase them if we hit the goals today. How's that sound? How's that sound? That's the tea. That's the shade. All right. Hi, Julia. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to hop in and do a solo to start, guys. But I am so thankful to have y'all here. Let's hop in just so I can like put my focus in on the game real quick. And then we'll start opening some Pokemon cards in a little bit too. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it up. Autumn, because I'm not your friend. In like the most loving way possible. I do not add folks back on Fortnite because people get very parasocial. And like in the most loving way possible, I love you guys so much, but I also am not your guys' friends. You know what I mean? So when we do viewer games or sub games, I absolutely add folks back for that very specifically. But otherwise, I get people who request me all the time when I do like when I'm playing on my own or when I'm live. I will have people like trying to like join the game. And so it's just like a boundary I set for myself because I do have like that very specifically happening often, if that makes sense. Guys, thank you for the harveys and the love. Hi, Maudie, welcome in. As you should. But we will be doing, Logan, stop asking. Logan, shut up. I can't today, guys. I'm already crashing out. Oh my God. Kat, thank you for the follow. I can't today, guys. We are doing customs if I get overstimulated again later on. Happy Friday. Oh, thank you guys for the love though. I appreciate it. Argo, be stressed. Yeah, I already have like a million things going wrong today. I'm like, please. Sweetie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Everly, thank you for the follow too. Thank you, thank you. We beg, we pine. We beg, we pine. Okay. All right. That's a great way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, you know, as much as I would love to be able to like add everybody, it can be a little overstimulating, you know, or it can be a lot. You know what I mean? So yeah. Hi, Emily. How are you? Wait, thank you for the heart me. Guys, we're almost halfway with our heart me goal. Crazy. Crazy. I'm doing all right. We're overstimmy today, but we're locking in. We're locking in now. Tomas, thank you for the rose. I feel like it's also been like a hot sec. They did some changes overnight, guys. Like they absolutely changed a couple of things right now. But I can add your Logan, what are you saying, babes? Logan, I love you, please. Thank you, Kiki. I appreciate it. Come on, Shakespeare. Yes, exactly. Girl, I love you, but please. I want the pistol instead. Okay, did we decide, guys? Do we like the pistol better than the Thunderburst? Is that the T? Is that what we decided? Is that what we decided? Do we like it better? Do we like the pistol better? I feel like the pistol is better, right? In general. I'm doing good, sweetie. We're having like a million tech issues today, but we're resetting right now. Yes. Okay. T. The pistol got better. All right. All right. Night Reader, thank you for the follow. How are you? I feel like the recoil on the pistol is good. You know what I mean? The pine is tiered. Like I said, I know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Mods, did we mute somebody by accident, by the way? I can't tell if we did or not. I don't think we did, but just to be safe. Which AR do we like? I'll be real. I'm not using any of the... I'm using the DMR, Tori, instead of an AR. I don't mind any of the ARs, but I like the DMR. What I've been rolling with is the DMR, the Chaos Reloader, and then the pistol. At least yesterday, that's what I was running with. I don't know if that's the same today or how it will feel, but as of right now, that's what I've got. Hi, Morgan. How are you? Welcome in. DMR is the nemesis, right? No, it's not. It's not. It's the like shotgunny, or not shotgun, the like sniper, basically. The sniper. Hi, Sky. How are you? On the map, by the way. Yes. Yeah. It's the sniper. Foundation. My fave. Yeah. Play first time my son. Wait, oh my God, Sailor Moon. No. Trina, thank you for the follow. You lost a few times with it, did you? Mod's not too much now. I love you guys. I do hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for being here for crash outs and all. For crash outs and all, bitches. Crash outs and all. It's like a laser gun. Yeah. This is the gun. This is the DMR. It's like a shotgun. It's like a shotgun. I'm loving the new season. No worries, Biggie. See you later. Yeah, I haven't seen the ice gloves yet. People keep telling me about them. I have not. I'm actually loving the new season. I know a lot of creators are not loving it. I feel like most creators are not super into it, but I'm actually quite enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've been enjoying. Oh, I don't think they were talking. I thought I saw it by accident. Girl, the only thing is I need mantling to be fixed still. That's the T, that's the shade there. That's the T, that's the shade there. That's the only thing. I picked the Ice King. Can't please everybody. Yeah, I agree. You know. Oh, gotcha, Mallard. I was like, wait. But I don't hate it. I really don't. And I also think because they increased the drop a little bit, I feel better about the drops on things, you know? Who was firing at me? All TL shade, all pink lemonade, honey. You don't like the... See, I love the rivalry matches. I think that's the stuff I want in Fortnite, though. Like, I think that adds such fun... He's up here, I think. God, I'm telling you guys, this is my season. I'm literally telling you guys, this is my season. Okay? Like, I'm telling you guys, this is my season. Have you won yet? Yes, I've won twice, which you guys know. I literally got like 3 wins last season, okay? I'm telling you. We're going after against somebody called Best Llama Ever. Yeah, for sure. Like, I just really do like this season. Only just started, so the rivalry is difficult for me. That's fair. I feel like the one thing is, I think what people are not doing, you gotta like hop off of the zip line faster. You know what I mean? You should learn how to build. Girl, I can't be Bob the Builder. People have asked me to build before and I'm like, I'm not Bob, you know? I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I see her. Ooh, there she is. Wait, T. Wait, T. Wait, T. They might have improved the matchmaking. Did they get rid of bot matches? I heard a like T message, shade message that they got rid of bot matches. Is that true? God, I'm like, hello? Oh, girl. She dead now. Like, girl, hello? Like, I'm sorry. I'm eating this season. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is my season. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Sydney. Like, I don't know. And guys, thank you for the heart me's. We're trying to get to 100 heart me's, y'all. Don't forget those daily heart me's, baddies. Like, I'm actually enjoying the game. Isn't that wild? I think so too. Like, I'm actually enjoying the game more. I'm real. I wonder if bots are included in the rivals. I've had a couple bots, Bella. I have. Based off of the username, I have. Guys, thank you for the heartme's. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follows too. Oh, okay. I'm feeling less overstimulated now, y'all. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, I didn't land my shot there. That's okay. I'm still better. It's okay. I'm still better. I'm still better, queen. You're gonna get that Unreal rank this season. I should play rank, shouldn't I? I also think it's better because like people can't like hop around all the damn time. You know what I mean? We're not skipping and hopping. I need one more win to start getting better weapons, y'all. I literally thought about playing it last night off stream. Isn't that crazy? You want to kiss? Mwah. Hi, Julia. Julio, how are you? It auto reloads, Cole. It does auto reload. It does auto reload. Like, fuck me, y'all. God damn. Trick shot. Okay, wait, I'm hitting blanks. I was hitting blanks. Wait, do you guys see that? I was kind of hitting blanks there. I mean, I was doing good, but I was hitting. Do you see me like? Did you see how my shot, my pistol wasn't hitting anything there? Did you guys see that? That like those were actual blanks. I don't normally when I'm asked, I'm like, guys, oh my God, I was just asked, but like I felt like I was hitting blanks there. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, hold on a second.
Wagon wheel what juicy.
Thank you for the 100 biddies. Blanks on blanks. Well, if you are new here, let's now play our other introduction to say hello. Zoe, thank you for the follow and welcome in, y'all.
Bitch, you know I'm
Zesty.
Don't call, just text me. Bitch, you slow, can't get
Oh my God, she's bald.
ITGIRL.
You know I am that girl.
Bitch, don't kiss and tell.
Well, yes.
Girlfriend ATL.
She's bald, honey. But yes, we have 50 more heart me's, y'all, to hit our heart me goal for the day. And we do have our sub goal on purple. We're a little behind on it, but I think we can do it. I think we can. How do you type so fast? I know. They're so quick. I love it. Let me hop on. How are you, boy with no job? Welcome in. Please never get rid of the ball. She's so iconic. I know. Hello. Did you see how Fortnite is giving Team Foundation an advantage by giving them a multiplier? Yeah, I was curious about that, Ash. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Clock it. And we're gonna, okay guys, after this round, we're gonna open another, I bought so many Pokemon cards today. So after this round, guys, we're opening another thing of Pokemon cards, okay? Because I have So many to open today. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We team Bryce out here for real. On God. Even the paparazzi team Ice King. Even the paparazzi team Ice King. Even the paparazzi team Ice King. Oh, girl. Can I have it? Yes. I gotta get like a binder, guys, for my Pokemon cards now. She's so iconic for that. I know. Yippee. We team Price on God. Literally, it's we team Ice King on God. We team Ice King on God. #1 pillow swine lover. Wait, that's so funny. That's so funny. And y'all, let's see how fast we can share out the live and keep tapping, y'all. We are landed up. Thank you for those taps and shares. I appreciate you. Pops up. I want a cute. The thing is, for me, I want a cute. Oh no, did I tell you? We did yesterday for 2 seconds, Gabby. I want a cute binder. That's my only thing, guys. I want something that's like a little cutesy. You know what I mean? Hi, Flo. Paloma, thank you for the biddies. Like, I want one that's like kind of cutesy that I can like, because I've been seeing this thing that people do on TikTok where they like decorate their Pokemon collection their card collection with like also like art pieces. And I want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do that a little bit. Yeah, I was looking them up last night. Some of them are kind of pricey. It's also hard on Etsy these days to know what is real and what is AI, which I hate so much. You know what I mean? Because unfortunately, like, AI has plagued Etsy these days for shit like that. Hi, Cooper, doing good. They're so pretty. Ooh, I love that. Like, it's plagued it, unfortunately. Like, I don't know why. It's like, but it's like so hard to tell, you know? You put yours in scrapbooks, make them theme binders. Yeah, that's what I want to do, Sarah. Like, I want to make, it's called like Minto or something. I don't know the whole thing. I don't know the actual name for it, but I saw somebody, there's like a thing, there's a trend on TikTok for it. Is what I saw. Hi, oatmeal. Michi, yes, Michi method. I couldn't remember what it was called. Thank you for telling me. I couldn't remember what it was called. Okay, got my load out. Wait, is that a... That's a bot, right? Okay. I was like, is that a bot? Anna, thank you for the heart me. Did somebody send 50k sodas? Wait, did I miss something? Did I miss some tea? Binder, just haven't gotten around to doing it. Yeah, that's what I want to do, Sarah. I want like a cute one though. As over my life, yeah. He drops some mythic AR. Oh, does he? Somebody's nearby. I heard a shockwave. I heard a shockwave, y'all. I heard a shockwave, honey. Grace, I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. I really am. I know a lot of people are not super big fans of it from what I've heard from other streamers, but I've been enjoying it. I really do love it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I actually feel for the first time I can like actually compete in the game and not feel lost to the sauce. You know what I mean? Should I see how Megan does it? Yeah. That's a shock jiggle, no wave about it. I actually like the new shocks. I know. I know. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who likes the new shockwaves. I really feel that. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who likes the new shockwaves. I like them too. You don't go as far, but you get stamina and like slap effect. Because I wasn't ready for that. I know. Last match was a big red bear scare. Oh my God. A bear? Gay. You're a liar, a sinner, and a homosexual. Well, yes. Well, yes. And the new effects? Yeah, I like them. I actually don't like that you go as far. I know that's the hot girl. One thing I want them to fix though. Hold on. Girl, I keep hitting blanks. Got him. I keep hitting blanks, y'all. The mantle. Yeah, the mantle. Hi, Max. Welcome in. The mantle. The mantle. I'm telling you guys. I went with the what's it called? The Ice King. We team Ice King on God. Come to Hawaii, please. I would love to one day. Okay, so I do now have. Wait, I have 20 rivalry wins. Oh, I can buy this now when I get more stuff. So I can start buying the 20 piece. The 20 piece stuff, guys. I can start buying the 20 piece stuff. Max, you changed your username, I'm assuming, because you're Max from yesterday. Rather break trees and stuff than go farther. Yeah, got my first real crown win with your crown. Oh, I love that. Also, guys, we are still trying to finish out our Heart Me goal. Let's see if we can get that Heart Me goal going on TikTok, y'all. Remember, every Heart Me helps so much. Imagine every Heart Me pushing out to like 100 people. That's how helpful it is, baddies. On God. Hi, Dre, how are you? Yesy, thank you. Thank you guys for those Heart Me's. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. You'd rather, what else? Yeah, I do think a change to it be like allowing you to go a little, not further, but allowing you to break buildings, I think would be nice with it. Daniel, thank you. Hi, Clayton Nix. Hi, Mads. Welcome in. Do you really, Bougie? Wait, that's OT. And supposedly they added the ice gauntlets in, but I don't know how to get it. Has anybody gotten the gauntlets yet? Has anybody gotten the gauntlets yet? Hi, Brooke. I count this as my AR, Cozy. Happy Friday. The lobbies are definitely less sweatier than yesterday. Oh, yeah. I'm sure everybody went back to work today. I will say it does feel like there are a lot less bots today. There are a lot less bots in general, I think. Just drop anything. In general, you're fighting for your life yesterday. Best, you know what that cuddle squid thing does? Yes, it like blows up on people if you put it on them. It blows up on people. Blows up on people. It's kind of Riley, thank you for the heart me, by the way, too. Guys, thank you for those heart me's. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, love, yeah. She's eating. Okay, we're locked and loaded here, y'all. I don't know. I'm just playing. I feel like it's better this season for me. They lowered the amount of bots since the global rival. Yes, that's what I saw, Chris. Yeah. I still think they should add like a casual. I still am of the belief that they need to add a casual like bot mode where you don't maybe get crowns or whatever, you know. Megan, girl, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. If I told you, I wish I'd tell you if I knew. I still feel like that would be something nice, like so that if you're like having like a really bad game day, you can like put on a setting, and it's just like you don't, maybe you won't get crowns from it or whatever, you know, whatever, you know. But like at the end of the day, then you can just like relax a little, you know. Oh, is it over here? Girl, where you running to? Girl, where you running to? Girl, where you going? Oh. Oh. Where's she going, honey? Slay. Slay, slay, slay. Also, guys, we're almost at 25 followers on TikTok. Thank you for following if you're new here. Why do you take the purple guns? I don't like those guns. I don't like those guns. I like this loadout. I'd rather have a blue gun that I like that's better than a purple gun. In my hot take opinion. I'm getting shot at, but from where? Where am I getting shot at from? Ooh. Girl, am I dumb? Can I not see where the... It's a bot somewhere. Ooh. Okay. That was weird. Oh my God, fall damage. I was dumb. Okay, fall damage. Okay, fall damage. Phone side eyeing you. Listen. Autumn, thank you so much for the gifties. I appreciate it. The baby chicks. Wait, so cutesy. And guys, thank you for the heartbeats. Thank you, thank you. Meow. Pistol kind of eats. The pistol does eat. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, pistol does eat. I'm loving this new season. I really am, Sienna. I don't know. It might be my hot take. Did any of the other streamers really like the season, guys? Any other streamers you watch? Because I know a lot did not like it. I know a lot did not like the new season so far. But I've been loving it. I'm loving it. Leviosa loves it. Okay, T. Autumn! Wait, can we get some space for Autumn with all those gifties? Holy cow, thank you so much, my friend. Nice, okay. Hi, Trinity. How are you, babes? 50-50. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely like a 50-50 feel vibe for most people. I think since they upped the drop rate of the grenades, it's better now. You know what I mean? The fall, yes. Yeah, I think the movement, I think the biggest thing for people is the movement, I think, you know. But again, you guys know me, I am a staunch Shockwave hater. And that's my real hot take. I'm a staunch Shockwave hater. No, Jessica, I gotta figure out. Lockdown 2, yes. You guys know me though. Like, so my opinion will always be less shockwaves. You know what I mean? I know. I think it's the hottest take I have. Hi, Issa, how are you? The cheapest option for people. Wait, I don't know that. Wait, what do you mean by that? Word of the day, stop. Is that even a word? Too sick, yeah. Like, I like that they're nerfed. I do. The one thing I don't like, I just want them to bring back normal storm shapes. I'm gonna be real. The storm shapes were, you know, a fun idea. I'm kind of over it now. I'm kind of over the storm shapes now. I care. How are you? Yeah, I knew a lot of the streamers I was watching last night did not like the new shockwaves. So I was like, ooh, I think I'm the only one who likes them. You don't love the dick storm? No, I'm over it. It makes it so hard to rotate properly. I'll be real, which I guess is fine, but it's so hard to rotate. There's no more V-Bucks at all for the 99 V-Bucks. There should be, you should get 800, I believe, right? Why don't you like shocks? I think it's made the game, I think shocks are fine in, you can spend the $5 first, McLovin. I think shocks are fine in like builds. I do. I think in zero builds, it makes it impossible to, or for me at the very least, to like, it's just like a constant chase. So I like these new shockwaves specifically in zero build because it's less of a, the only thing I would say is if they could break buildings. I think they'd be better if they could break buildings. That's the only thing I'd change about them. But I like that it's less of a, such a distance that you go with them, which I think you kind of need, you know, because then you have to play a little bit smarter, you know? Yeah, Final Storm Circle is huge. Oh, thought I'd be able to do that. Wait, T. Can I hop back on this? Solos, I think you're playing really good. Wait, I got like second place like 6 times yesterday, guys. It's kind of crazy. I think the zipline thing, really you can't use it as like a straight shot across. Somebody's over there. Is that a bot? We're top 3, by the way. I cracked him. How many? We're at 20 rivalry wins. Can I break this tree? I'm trying to break the tree a little bit here. Where's she going? Both are aim his ass right now. Both was a bad aim. Both was a bad aim. Oh my god, I'm out of bullets. Wait, the only thing, also bullets are hard to find right now too. Yeah, games are definitely quicker right now. I will say that much. Ammo in here maybe? None. Is the missile good? I think it is, yeah. Ooh. We got fighting, maybe. I'm gonna lock in for a second, guys. I'm locking in for a minute, y'all. I don't know where the... There are two people left. One guy was over here, but I don't know where the other one is. I'm trying to rotate around a little bit. I'm trying to figure where they are. Okay, one is over there. Oh, is he gonna pop down on me? Let's see. Shit. Shit. I'm out of ammo. I'm gonna die. Got him. No, I got third partied. Fuck. I should have known. Every time. See, this is it. This is the issue. I keep getting second place, guys. I keep getting second place. That's like our eighth or ninth second place so far. Guys, if you are new here, by the way, make sure to leave a little follow for Zesty Bestie.
Bitch, you know I'm
Zesty.
Don't call, just text me. Bitch, it's slow.
I know. Oh my God, she's balls.
ITGIRL. You
know I am that girl. Still give a follow.
Bitch, don't kiss and tell.
And user.
ATL.
I know. And guys, don't forget, we do have our sub goal today. We are only one sub in today, so we're a little behind. And we also have our Heart Me goal right now on TikTok. So yeah, drop those if you haven't already, baddies. If you haven't already. Let me make sure though that I have that right. Yeah, okay, slide. Okay, T. I might need to go grab something to eat here in a second, guys. I'm a little hungry. Lark, choose a command for it. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to take 2 seconds to go grab something to eat real fast. Can we tap to 50K real quick? Because I'm actually getting a little hungry. Give me like 2 seconds, guys. Say anything for the follow. I'm going to go grab a little snacky. Okay. I'll be right back. Literally 2 seconds. Don't even worry about it. BRB.
got my own little magic, and I'm not trying to wreak havoc. It's just that sometimes I see something and I just need to have it. Let's share a few dirty habits. Let's share a few dirty habits. Last night when you pulled through, I put a spell on the moon.
I'm back.
It was 3 times the size.
new season. Guys, before I eat though, and before I post anything else, we are gonna open one of my Pokemon packs because I bought Pokemon packs today, guys. I did. I bought Pokemon packs. All right. I was able to find some because I'm in my Pokemon era, y'all. I'm in my Pokemon era right now. But yes, I am loving the new season. I'm loving it. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome in. And guys, thank you for the Heartbeats too. We're so close to getting 100 Heartbeats, y'all. Reminder, those help so freaking much. You have no idea. They are the most important thing we can get on the stream. They help so much. So thank you. Thank you. All right, let me open this bad boy up. Shall we? Are we ready to look together, y'all? Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Who do we have? We have Skitty first up. Okay, it's like kind of like reflecting a little weird. Okay, it's kind of hard for me to see them though, because I don't have full. I gotta go full video, guys, because I can't see them properly. We have Tepig, which is so cute. We have Bellsprout, one of my faves. We have a glass trumpet. Okay, baddie. We have Anthian Concordia. Oh my God, we have another one of, I think I already pulled this one, right? Darmanitan, we already pulled this one, yeah, today. We have Weepin' Bell. Ooh, wait, that one's pretty. We have a Tynamo, but it's the little shiny vibe there for that one. Oh, I love Snorunt. And look at the Snorunt. Wait, that's so pretty. Oh my God, I'm kind of obsessed. And is that all of them? Oh, and then we have the last one is the Victory Bell. The Victory Bell. There you go, y'all. There you go, y'all. I love it. The art, I know. Kind of slaying. Kind of slaying. All right, y'all. I got the whole evolution line. I know we got the whole evolution line there. Let me put those with those ones. Guys, I literally have... We might not even open all of them up today because I literally have so many packs to open. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, that's how wild it is right now. I have that many packs to open that, like, we just have so many. I do like the season, Grace. Yes, I do. I do like the season. But, guys, let's keep sharing and tapping that live out. And don't forget, we do have our daily goals. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have a chicken salad sandwich for lunch, guys. I feel like it's very boring, but it's very good. And that's all that matters. Okay. She's a chicken salad sandwich. Not yet, Jessica. We're working on it, though. I want that too, Mallard. Gabby, with the follow. We had sushi. Yum. Yes, we've been playing for several hours, Gracie. Thank you for the heart, me too. Spinach pizza. Okay, baddie. Wait, I love that. I have a chicken salad sandwich and buffalo pasta salad. Buffalo chicken pasta salad. And it's very good. And it's very good. Sounds fine, right? Rice bowls for me, for sure. What's your character, Gracie? That was amazing. I know. Video, I don't. I think I want Culvers. I've never had Culvers before. I've never had Culvers. I put a spell on you. Culver's fire, is it? No, Jessica, we are boycotting anything to do with purchasing in the game. Anything in the game. Oh, you're talking about Rivals? I haven't played the new Rival season yet, no. We are boycotting purchasing anything with the V-Bucks price increase. I am, so I am not promoting the Battle Pass, showing anything off on it. Anything at all with it. Ali, thank you for the heart me. Hi, Daisy, how are you? Unfortunately, it did automatically go to me because of Crew Pass, which I canceled, but I still had it roll over, but yeah. Right, Jay? Isn't it cute? Ain't she cute? We're doing good, Abs. How are you? We had tech issues today, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're living, okay? We're living. We're thriving to the best of our ability. Ain't he a duel? Ain't he a duel? Home from your 12-hour shift? Oh my God, baddie. Dorval, I love it. I'm glad. Yeah, thank you guys for sharing tip out that live, y'all. We're trying to get our, for some reason on TikTok, we've had lower audiences this week. So I'm trying to see if we can build her up a little bit more. Build her up a little bit more. Can I buy anything here yet? No. I want to get the mammoth. Ugh. Give me a Wawa hoagie. Oh my god. I've never had Wawa either. Who's landing here? Girl. Did she not have a... She had no weapons. That was weird. Yeah, you fight the person. Yeah, you hunt him down. Yeah. Yup. I put a spell on you. Guys, we're only 30 heart meets away from our heart meet goal, by the way, baddies. Only 30 away. Thank you, thank you. I put a spell on you. Real sniper now? Yeah. I'm gonna collect this one. Wait. Can I? Wait, why will it not work? Hello? Oh, there we go. We may do it, Mary. We're very overstimulated today. We shall see. We shall see. We gotta like... I gotta like put him up. I gotta put community games on for goals again today, guys. I'm sorry, just because we're so not hitting anything today. So if we start slaying some goals, we will for sure put them up. But we may do like some viewer games and sub games separate, you know. Today with folks that are not like what do you call it? Customs. Thank you for the love glasses, Sue. I appreciate that. Jail Gamer, I don't know. It's been a bug people have been experiencing. It's not just you. It's been a bug people have been experiencing. Talk about mothers. What shape do we have right now? Okay. I feel like I've gotten the square each round so far. Michelle and Sabrina, thank you guys. I feel like I've gotten the, literally like the, so much today. Thanks, Am. I appreciate it. I want this shotgun. I'm wondering if they nerfed the damage on the shotgun. It feels like they did a little bit, but I can't tell. I can't tell if they did or not. Zing, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I want the bunks instead. Because I'm not feeling well. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm loving the new season, Marissa. How are you? How are you, though, baddie? Playing Fred from Scooby. I'll put Fred on after this round for you. How's that, Shanna? I'll put that on for you. This one. It's I don't think it's a bug. I think it's purposeful. I'm pretty sure. It does reload, but it just doesn't take as long. You don't have to press R to reload it. Favorite gun? This shotgun right now. Oh my god, we're hungry. Oh, Gracie, thank you. You got a boob job? Wait, what? Oh my god. You got a boob job. I was like, what are you talking about? My guy is over here somewhere. I want to see if we can get 60 rivalry wins today. I'm eating a chicken salad sandwich. I want to see if we can get 60 rivalry wins today. That's my goal. 60. How are your bunks gold? It's the skin. Oh, wait, what do you mean bunk? Wait. Gold? Sorry, wait. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm glad. Well, welcome in, Zing Monster. I'm glad to have you. Yes, absolutely. And guys, thank you for the love. What does trade mean? Oh, he's trade. Great question. Anybody in the chat want to answer? Any of my gay baddies? I'm eating a chicken salad sandwich. I'm trying to find where my rivalry is. Where is she, girl? All I hear is boom. I want somebody else to try and answer the trade question. Okay, my rivalry got spammed off to somebody else. T. Oh, yeah, that's part of the skin. So as you get eliminations, she turns to gold. She turns to gold. She goes gold, honey. She goes platinum. Okay, there's got to be fighting down below there. Where are they? I'm loving the new season. I really am. Guess who's jealous of Adele? Beyonce. Jake, fall damage, you can. You can, yes. We love the new season. I love the weapons the most. I actually love the new shockwaves. People hate them. I can't remember the name. I can look at it after this, Thrillin. People hate the shockwaves. I love them. I love the new shocks. I really love them. Most people loathe them. I also really like the rivalry system. I think it's a fun thing that they've added in. I think it's a cool system. I feel like you just need like it allows me to want to do more things. As Tana would say, we team Bryce, we team Ice King on God. Even the paparazzi team Ice King up in here. Okay. Even the paparazzi team Ice King. Hi Thomas, how are you? Okay, Tana. Guys, thank you for the heartbeats. I appreciate it. We're almost we're literally so close to 100 heartbeats. It's crazy. That's crazy. Get her to say it, yeah. Where is? Okay, we got people up here. Oh. Shit. Damn! I was like trying to lock in, but I couldn't get my gun reloaded and I was stuck underneath this stupid thing. The one thing I wish that these shockwaves did have is that it broke buildings. I do wish that it broke buildings. That is the one thing that I wish it did. I did wish that you would break through. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I don't like about the shockwaves. Is that they don't break through anything.
We're gonna play the shut the fuck up game. You're first.
That's right, Thomas.
You go first. Your turn.
Your turn. Do they? I didn't try that yet, Melissa. I do like the new season though. Hi, Jenna. How are you? All right, I'll put Fred on. You guys wanted Fred? I will. I'll put Fred on for you guys. Who is Josh Groban? Who is Josh Groban? Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. It's so good. I love her. I know. Who is Josh Groban? And guys, thank you for following and tapping. If you are new here, let's do a little introduction again.
Bitch, you know I'm
Zesty.
Don't call, just text me. Bitch, you slow, can't get
Oh my God, she's bald.
ITGIRL. You know I am
Crazy
that girl.
burp.
Bitch, don't kiss and
Tell.
It go from ATL.
Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for following as well, tapping, sharing, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Happy Friday, Denali. KD, thank you for the heart me. Guys, let's see if we can finish out our heart me goal this round. We are 25 heart me's away from finishing out the heart me goal. I want to see if we can do it this round. Lonnie, thank you for the follow. Josh Groban is trade. Guys, you know I sang backup for Josh Groban? I did. I did. Hi, yo mama, how are you? Did you really get a command? Wait, a command for what? I missed it. Our game's less sweaty today? Yeah, I would say so. What, in the side quest? Yeah. Back in ye olden days. Back in ye olden days. I am your mama for sure. I am for sure, yeah. Bald comments. Oh my God. Someone named Darth Thaddeus is driving the bus right now. Okay, baddie. Okay, baddie. I'm eating buffalo pasta salad and a chicken salad sandwich. I will have the shits later. Hi, Bree. How are you? Jasmine, thank you for the heart me. So yes, I kind of know of them, but not crazy. So not enough to give you like a full answer there. For sure, KB. Where'd this person land? What's this person doing? Hey! Poor guy. Poor guy. Didn't even see it coming. Didn't even see it coming. I'm doing good. The biggest stuff was where I ever met and thought it was yes, you have to get, what do you have to get to level 30 or something to get the pickaxe or whatever it is? Level 30 on the whatchamacallit? 30 rival kills. We can do that, no problem. I think we can do that easy. I bet you we can get that pickaxe today. I just gotta get 30 rival kills. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. With the storm. Yeah, don't I know it? Don't I know it? You have to post a new video. You're eating a cheese stick? Okay, cheese stick. And guys, we do have our sub goal. Don't forget, Amazon Prime does let you subscribe for free. We are only at 1 sub today. We've been live for almost 3 hours now. So I do want to see if we can start slaying that goal up a little bit. Just give her the video. I love that, Katie. But as always, your presence is a present. I'm doing good, Francisco. How are you? Guys, now we're just 20 heartbeats away. Bam, ba, ba, down. Ooh. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I forgot I had the thing. I was like, girl, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Pretty sure that's my guy that I gotta fight. I'm like... Girl. Where the fuck is she? Come on! I don't want to chase! Do sub, thank you for the sub! For sure, thank you. Just make sure to refresh there. It'll show up on the screen. Girl, that was annoying. Girl, that was annoying, not gonna lie. But that's fine. Oh, is she coming back? Wait, T. Did she fully heal and come back now? Dude, just die already. Every time. Every fucking time, man. I'm losing my mind. My God! How many times? Like, literally had to chase the whole time. Cole, thank you for the heartbeat. Oh my God. I'm just gonna make sure you click display and chat. Also, that sub counts for the day. Finally. I feel like I was chasing that guy for ages. My goodness. Like, I was pretty emote on them. I should at this point. Is the pistol good? I think the pistol's great. I think the pistol's great. You got a boob job. I do. I like the pistol. I'm a pistol fan. Thanks, Haley. I appreciate it. Oh my God, the runners. See, that's why I'm glad they nerfed the shockwaves, because I like, it would be 10 times worse. Girl, he got out of here too. Oh my God. Can we get some slay chat right now for Broth, who gifted 5 subs on purple right now? Oh my God. Is it Gorky Sung? It is, yeah. Girl, where did that jackass go? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Where did he go? Like, I feel like I just am like chasing for 18 years to catch up to these guys. Hi, Chloe, how are you? User, and I love you for that. Can we get some slates for you in the chat? Sticking with it for that. I appreciate that. Trust me, I'm the same way right now. I feel you. I feel you on that. But I'm so proud of you. Chasing you, I know. Do 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 do. Like the vector gun, I do. Oh, we still have a hype train, y'all. Oh my God, we're one thing away from a hype train. Thank you, baddies. I'll make sure that the thing updates. It hasn't updated yet properly. Hi, Quack, how are you? Pizza for dinner. I love that. Yum. Okay, top 10, y'all. Top 10. I feel like I'm getting top 10 every round, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of eating. Oh, God, the circle is huge for 10 people, y'all. Circle is huge for 10 people. Not gonna lie. Oh my God, I need to think about my sandwich. Ooh, I'm hungry. Yeah, I gotta fix it. Jerry! We've missed you. How are you? My dinner, literally. Okay, that guy finally went down over there. Hi, Lemon Squeeze. Guys, we're 18 Heartme's away from our Heartme goal. I'm loving the new season. I'm hot to go for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving it. What about y'all? Do you guys like it or hate it? You can be honest with me. You don't have to lie. Be real. Tell me if you hate it. Do you like grape juice chicken salad? Girl, what are you saying to me? Missy, thank you for the follow. The new pistol is so good for some reason. I think the pistol's great. Is it a new pistol or is it just the same pistol that they've just like revamped a little bit? Oh, as Tana Mojo would say, even the paparazzi team Ice King. Oh, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you love, Jerry Pups. I'm glad you're here. I like the shockwaves. The only thing I think they need to change about the shockwaves, if you want my honest opinion, they need to make it so that they go through buildings. That's once they do that, I think they'll be nerfed well enough that they're like not crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Laurel. Oh my God, Pit last night was insane. Again, just chasing. Oh, I might be dead to Storm. I'm dead to Storm. I'm dead to Storm. Hold on. Oh my God, there's somebody. Oh no. I'm fucked. Fuck! That's the issue. I get third partied. This is the only thing right now. The third parties are crazy. Immediate, like the camp. This is my one issue with the season. The campers right now, like there is nothing. Like campers are hiding the whole round.
Spellbound!
Then we go to the gay club, and who do I see as soon as I get in the door? Abby Lee Miller in her wheelchair. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, campers, it's too generous. You're right. You're right. All right, let me adjust. Hopefully that updates it now. What are you eating? I'm eating a chicken salad sandwich. I'm starving, guys. So sorry that I'm like biting down some food there. The sub count is not working properly. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second, I gotta refresh it. There we go. There we go. Now she should be caught up. Sounds great. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. Yeah, no, like I'm happy with like, I think the issue right now is also campers. Campers are a huge issue right now. I think in general in the game, like I think the camping is kind of crazy because there is nothing to like initiate campers to get out from their hiding spots. You know what I mean? Like they're able to just pick out fights really easily, you know? So like I've been seeing a lot of people like camp, go get a kill, and go back to their same spot over and over and over again. And like camping's one thing, like girls, sometimes you gotta camp, you know what I mean? Like it's camp, honey, but at the same time, we need a little bit more of a way to like knock them out of the camp, you know? Today, yeah. That's where I've been third partied and my losses have been mostly third parties. It's been happening the most, you know? As we are Team Ice King on God. Girl, who just texted me and said, how likely are you to recommend premium parking? To what? Somebody just texted me that. For what, mind you? For what? That was me, sorry. Guys, I'm gonna set a new goal. We kind of got close with the Heart Me goal. I'm gonna start us out with the puss goal, y'all. Let's get going with the pusses, all right? All right. I think it's time. I think it's time. We've gotten some good ones, Jess. Yeah, we got a couple ones. I got some more to open today. Kim, I answered it 3 times. I love you, babes, but I can't answer it one more time. I said it 3 times. Hi, Grind. How are you? Sorry, I was reading the stream. I know, but I told you when you asked, babes. Kim, you asked, and then I told you, and then I said it again. And then you asked again. I love ya. I love ya. I just can't answer it 18 times, you know? Thank you for the floating octopus, Holly Dolly. I have a bearded dragon asleep on my chest. Ooh. To be honest, guys, I'll be real with you guys. The team stuff doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? This was live stream. You're so good, Kim. Like the team stuff doesn't really matter that much. Like it's just like red versus blue. You know what I mean? My job, listen, Sienna, and I've said that, and I've been saying that. I like the rivalry system though. I think it's fun. So thank you for the follow. I do like the rivalry system. I honestly think they're just gonna give people out the prize. I don't think it's gonna, like, the only prize is gonna be like, you know, skins. So how do you know when you kill a red or a blue? It's just dependent. It's literally just like a versus thing. It's just a versus thing. Courtney,
who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
Thank you so much, Batty. The rival, I think you're automatically. Please let me win 10. Oh, I feel bad. Should I let him win? Should I feel bad? I feel bad, guys. Should I let him win? I kind of feel bad. Should I let him win? Team Blue. Team Bryce on God. No. My ideal loadout, it's the new shotgun, the pistol, and then the DMR. The DMR is my ideal. Oh, there she is over there. Oh, I feel bad. She's really bad at shooting too. Oh, hi, Queen. Guys, I feel bad. I feel really bad. Guys, I feel really bad. You know what I mean? I feel really bad. You know? Poor thing. Kill that bird. I feel bad. It's okay. She'll just start a new game. Yeah. Be ruthless. Okay. Villain origin story. This is your guys' villain origin story. Like, damn, y'all. Y'all freaks for that shit. Take him down. She got a boob job. Do we do prediction? Oh, we tried to, Jenny. But the mods run them, so you know, be patient with them. You know, all that good stuff. She got a boob job. I was a little kid. I know. I can get the rocket launcher. Ooh. I like want to save up my points. I don't want to spend them yet. Mordecai's the worst anyways. It's probably just a kid. Oh my God. Did I just buy this for no reason? F my life. F my life. Sing with me. But yes, y'all, we do have our puss goal. We are 90 pusses away from the end of our puss goal. And then we also have our tap goal of 100K to start. So let's see if we can get that moving and grooving as well. On the talks. Oh! I do like Fred. I forget that I honestly, I feel like Fred would be one of my main skins. He's so trade. Nobody explained what trade was, by the way, in the chat, which I think is so funny to me. He's playing the gayest guy alive. Don't I know it, honey? The gayest man alive is playing the gayest guy alive in the game. Crazy. Crazy. Lavender marriage. Oh, we know. It all conversation funny. Wait, did you guys say what the trade was? It's the ascot? I know. Also, I'm sorry. No man is wearing this shirt and is straight. Okay. No man is wearing this shirt and is like, yeah, I don't love. Okay. Let's be real. And a scarf. There's somebody over there. I don't know why I'm pushing in because I don't have full shield. So I don't know why I'm doing this. This is a dumb choice, but it's fine. Wait, shit, where are they? Okay, we got one down there. He went behind the rock over there. My God, I thought hello? Bam, bam, bam. Curious with a follow. Okay, wait, let me see if there's shield before I'm like, let me go pick fights. No. I have a rivalry. I'll take this for now until I find a better pistol. No, just minis. This guy's waiting for me, by the way. I think he hopped out of the car. Oh, shit. Oh my God, this has no ammo. Why do I use that gun? Why do I use that gun? He only has 16 health left too. We both got third partied. Why? Like that actually has that gun sucks, doesn't it? I actually think I hate that gun. No, I haven't used the boom boom sticks, but that's what they call poppers. But that's what they call poppers, guys. Boom boom sticks. Daphne and Velma for sure. Have I used poppers before? Does a fish fucking swim? I love it, Joy. I love it. I'm financially not supporting anything though. Does a fish swim? Oh my god, wait, More Plants. We should see if More Plants wants to play today. I didn't realize More Plants was streaming. Yes, Davina, after this round, guys, don't let me forget. After this round, we're gonna open another Pokemon pack. Should we see if More Plants wants to play today, guys? You use boomsticks at a rave? That's crazy. Seems like for the heart meme. Rush sponsor him. Well. Well, yeah. Okay, I'll have to ask her. Or maybe one of us, maybe I can have one of you guys ask. I have not gotten driver again yet, no. So good. I have not gotten driver again yet. Yeah, my internet went out. It was weird. I had like internet outage for like a solid like 20 minutes. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate it. Guys, we're almost at 40 followers. If you're new and you're in the live right now and you see a red follow button on TikTok or maybe on purple and you're not following, I hate to break it to you, but you are homophobic and you are going to hell. But if you hit the follow button right now, your sins are forgiven and you're going to heaven. Like Madison just did. So Madison is now going to heaven. Okay, and user. And Cherie Pie plays. Okay. All right. I don't make the rules. And Vanny. Hi, Ash, how are you? Let's find my guy. Yes, I've been so addicted to Pokopia. It's crazy, Isabel. Are you single? Single as a goddamn Pringle. Let's go find my DL trade, guys, which is my rivalry. Hi, Kylie. Sunny Blush, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for the heart me's too. Hey, girl. Girl, it's like her, what was that meme where she, what's his face is looking up in the sky? It was that meme. I can't think of the name of the meme right now. Go, thank you for the heartbeat, guys. Thank you for those heartbeats. I appreciate it. William Defoe, yes, thank you. Hi, Nexus. Yeah, we crashed a couple of times, but we are here now. I'll let him will on my Defoe. Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means at all. To say the things he truly feels and not the word. Should we do karaoke? Oh my God, we haven't done karaoke in ages. Should we do karaoke with the goals today, guys? Wait, T. I'm loving the new season. I'm not gonna lie. Tracking rifle. Wait, I kind of want to see what this does, but do I want to wait for the mammoth, I feel like. Guys, I feel like I should wait for the mammoth, right? RK, this is the worst way you can try and get people to join your live stream. It's actually kind of very rude, RK. So as a fellow content creator who's been doing this for 6 years, this is the worst way to try and advertise your stream, bestie. Mammoth Peak, I know. That's right, Jenny. Ooh. Ow. Girl, what was she trying to do? Girl, what was she trying to do? Like, honey, what was the goal there? Like, honey, what were we attempting? Okay. Well, learned your lesson. Learned your lesson. Yeah, I love you. No, I love you. Benji, thank you for the heart me. To say the things. Like, I don't know what we were attempting there. Oh, I love that, Bella. Yes, we also do a bunch of other games here too, y'all. Don't forget, we do anything from We do Minecraft. We do Fortnite. Obviously, right now we're in a Fortnite era because of the new season. Pokopia. What else? What else? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, wait. I need to secure a rivalry contract, but whose? Do I have one somewhere that I don't know? It's over here. DL trade. See, now that you guys said trade, it's my vocal stim today. I have 3 minutes to go get it. Okay. I do have a car. Ooh, I got blasted. What? How? How? Girl, I was like eating him up. I thought he was so low too. How do you have 96 health? I feel like I was eating him. Pause. Wait, that was crazy. Oh, that's insane, baddies. Movie, thank you for the heart me. And Cole, thank you for the 7 minutes. Key, thank you for the heart me as well. Sunny Blush, thank you for the follow. Sherry Pie, thank you guys. So neat. Thank you, Breezy. I appreciate it. Guys, we're gonna open up a pack of Pokemon cards right now, baddies. And don't forget, we do have our puss goal. We are 19 octopuses away from our puss goal, y'all. Who's gonna be the next one? And then we also have our goals on purple today. He one-shotted me. Yeah, I thought I had him too. I was like, the issue is I do feel like I have to like unload my entire ammo pack to do anything. Yes, I got a bunch of Ascended Heroes, the new packs out today, guys. I got a whole bunch of packs today. So we're gonna look at them. Bibble, thank you for the follow. All right, let me switch to full screen on purple, y'all. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we have right here. Here we go. We have another Murkrow. We've gotten like 4 Murkrows today. Another Togepi. Another Togepi. Another Grubbin. We got Reboot this time. Have not gotten Reboot yet. Wait, T. We got Carbink again. That's crazy. We got Helio. I can never pronounce this right. Heliolisic, I think is how you pronounce it. Slay though. We got something. We got a thick scale. Ew, nasty. We got a little shiny Bellsprout. Hello. And then we've got a Salandit. Ooh, okay. Oh, look at this baddie. Look at the Reshiram, y'all. Whoa. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, she gorgeous. Wait, look at that one, y'all. It's kind of hard to see. Do you see it? Kind of love. Kind of love. Kind of love. Wow. Oh, she cute. I know. Oh, she cute. Okay, baddies, what I think we will do, we'll play a couple more solo rounds, and then I think we might do maybe some viewer games. Maybe some we'll do sub games maybe to start, maybe. Sub games or redeemed viewer games. How's that sound? That's what we'll do. Matt, I haven't tried to log in. I haven't tried to load in yet. I'll find out right now if we can get in. Wait, T. More cards, baddies. Truly feel. Yes, yeah, we'll do some today. But we gotta start playing our goals up a little bit. We do, but I think if we do, we will. Milo, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. I hope you're having a good day. Things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. Bum, ba, bow. I gotta turn my fan on, y'all. Nice, man. I love it. DeAndre, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. All right, y'all. We are still 19 octopuses away from our octopus goal. And yeah, let's get tapping, y'all. We are like TikTok slacking this week. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. TikTok, you gotta catch up a little bit. Just even with the taps, the shares, y'all. We're a little behind this week, mamas. Purple's kind of eating you up. DL trade. Hi, Civilus. How are you? Trying to is nice. Ooh, I love that. I think this is my favorite new drop spot, by the way. Wait till we start doing them, Kat, just so I can like keep track of it, you know. Hi, Em. How are you? Jay, thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. This spot is so good. Yeah, it's become like my fave. Thank you, Breezy. It's become my fave. I'm not gonna lie. That's okay. Oh my God, girl, Joy. You don't have to send any taps. Just thank you for them when you do. Ooh, girl. Girl. What we doing there? Oh my God, Jenny, girl. Wait, I might be dead. Fuck. This might be it for me. Oh. Nope, I'm better. Thank you. I'm just better. Okay, anyways, drop this, drop this. Drop that for now. She's that girl. I swear, this is my season, y'all. I'm telling ya. I'm telling ya. Wait, who set up? Wait, oh, M Justice, thank you for the puss. Got us to 2 pusses. Can we get some slates for M Justice? Thank you, thank you. And we're just 18 away, y'all. She is that girl. You'll start your last game so you take a break. I love that. Oh, Payne, I'm so glad. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good day. Jessica, thank you for the heartbeat too. I need some movement. Bye, Joy. Have a good day at work. See you later, baddie. Happy Friday. Ooh, that's what I wanted. Yeah, oh my God, something you love, Jenny. Trade that for that for right now. There's somebody else over there. Hi, Bree, how are you? Party soon. I love that. And not the words. Okay. I've already been here, girl. Sometimes I get lost in the sauce. This place reminds me of Grimgate. If you guys were around for Grimgate and you know Grimgate, this reminds me of Bree. Thank you for subbing. Wait, Slay Baddie. Thank you. Girl, I'm stuck. Thank you for subbing. Right, Marin? No, Gabrielle, you have. Wait, T. KK, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Boys playing hard to get. I'm Justice, thank you for another puss. Yes. Oh my God, I see you, baddie. Save 6K. Yes, we gotta catch up, y'all. We were trying to get to 100K taps. I think we like started at like this round. We're very behind on there. Is that my queen? Me? Wait, can I buy? I can buy the mammoth. I'm buying it. I'm wet. I'm gonna lose it immediately, but I'm wet. Mini Mundo, thank you for the follow. You love this season so far? I love it. I really like this season. I haven't been lagging that much though, I won't lie. I haven't lagged really at all. RDL Trade Boys out. I hear someone nearby. I want to use this bad boy. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, my God. God, I miss this shit. It's my fave. Fuck, I love it. A menace. How do you know the randoms who just joined and ask, can I play? I ignore them mostly. Mostly. God, I missed this thing. Girl. Hold on, hold on. I got like 3 people on me right now. Hold on. Fuck! Oh my God, I forgot you don't go anywhere. Damn! I hate getting third partied. I swear the campers are, this person was camping the whole time too earlier. I'm so pissed. Ugh. Guys, my nose is so itchy. Zachary, thank you for the heart puffs. Thank you guys almost to 100K as well. I appreciate it. I love that cackle. I have been missing that gun. All right, I gotta pee real fast, guys. So I'm gonna take a quick 2-second break, but let's keep tapping, y'all. See if we can get, I don't even know at this point, y'all. We're so behind, but let's see if we can. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Making got my own little magic, and I'm not trying to wreak havoc. It's just that sometimes I see something and I just need to have it. Let's share a few dirty habits. Let's share a few dirty habits. Last night when you pulled through, I put a spell on the moon. It was 3 times the size in your moonlit eyes. And I sang you an old tune. Mom sang it and I was half the size. And I looked at you in your moonlit eyes, 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 in your moonlit eyes. I'm one of those witches, babe. I'm one of those witches, babe. Just don't try to save me, 'cause I don't wanna be saved. I'm one of those witches, babe. I'm one of those witches, babe. Just don't try to save me, 'cause I don't wanna be saved. You know I'm impatient, so why would you leave me waiting outside the station when it was like -4 degrees? And I get what you're saying.
Okay, we're back.
I just
We're back. Hello.
really don't want to hear it right now. Can you shut up for like once in your life?
Back.
Listen to me. I took you.
Okay. All right. I'll do another solo round and then maybe we'll do some sub games, y'all. For a little bit. Maybe we'll do that. Let's do that. Hi, Gabriella. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad you found me here. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Paige with the follow. I appreciate it. Devin, thank you for the creepers. Let's get Disney Trade. Wait. Did someone say Disney Trade? Did someone say Disney Trade? The umbrella pickaxe is crazy. I know. Let's go to a different point because I feel like I've been going to the same like 3 drop spots. I feel like I've been going to the same 3. My body slim. Road trip. I don't know. Lemon squeeze. That's a hard question. I feel like I would get like a Diet Coke for sure. I just met out exclamation point Discord. Exclamation point Discord. I am, Dinah. I'm loving the new season. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking it a lot. Yeah, I gotta see how we're doing our plus goal too. I gotta check that on purple. See where we're at there. I have the refreshing rod, but I don't think it does anything really until I need it, right? Alyssa, thank you for the heartbeat. Appreciate you, baddie. Appreciate you, baddie. Rivalry started. Oh, okay. We're doing good, Alyssa. How are you? Guys, thank you for 100K taps. You guys are slay. Next up, 150, y'all. We got this. Yeah, honey. I need a shotgun. I need a shotgun. So bad. Maybe thank you for the bus. I so appreciate you, baddie. Thank you, thank you. Ice King. We team Ice King on God. Well, I don't have any movement yet, so we'll just carry all 4 of these right now. All the water, no location. Is it? I didn't know. I don't know the T card T. Alyssa, thank you for the puss as well. It's Alyssa for the heart meat. I don't know the stuff with the cards yet or anything like that. Even the paparazzi team Ice King. Okay, wait. I need to actually get my wins here. Where is this? We gotta go find this person, y'all. In the Atlantis looking one. Okay, I'll have to go check it out. But yeah, last night's episode of the Pit Guys crushed me. Oh, here she is. Black Cat. Okay, that was easy. That was easy. Slay. That was easy. Ate her up, honey. Well, damn. Also, guys, we do just have like 2 or 3 more days of that Paradise on Hulu ad on Purple. So thank you guys for hanging out with that one. It does mean a lot to me. Who do you want me to be? Okay. Team. Maybe Hulu, yeah. Yeah, do it. We might say anything fun? Kels, honestly, I'm just gonna be getting ready for the week. I gotta do some work and stuff. Gotta budget a little bit this weekend as well. Have you watched it? I have watched it, yeah. I have watched it, yeah. Guys, what we'll do after this round, we'll probably run sub duos to start. Okay, we'll do sub duos. You can have your mic on for it if you'd like to. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do after this round, all right? For a little bit. I'll see what I can set on TikTok for it too, so we can do something with TikTok for it as well. I just want to start with sub ones because it's a bit easier for me to manage than like just straight viewer ones. But then maybe we'll do viewer ones later, or we'll do like customs or something. Depending. Good, Fox. How about you? How's your day going? And I do want to see if More Plans wants to play. Like if More Plans wants to play today, I do want to like play a couple rounds with her if she's down. I think that'd be fun. Barely begun. I like Reagan a lot. I like it a lot, y'all. I do. I'm a fan. Sure, Ash. Yeah, we can ask. Why don't we? Well, how do we want to do it? Do we want to do sub games first and then ask, or what do we want? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what we want to do. Who do you want me to be? I would like to. Yeah, we haven't really played that much. I would love to though. I'm trying to play with more streamers during the day and stuff when we play. You know. Sure. Or you can just ask me like, would you want to play with Zesty today? He's on. Like, he wanted me to come ask. He's on. Somebody's over here. Wasn't there somebody over here? Am I blind? Hi, Veronica. How are you? I agree, Alyssa. Oh. Trying to lock in there. Had to lock in there, y'all. Yay! Yay! Rivalry. Hey, Courtney, how are you? Yes, Ash is asking right now. Ash is asking right now. Ooh, I guess we're over here. Hold on. Fuck, I didn't reload. Whoa, wait! Look at my inventory right now, guys. Look at my inventory right now. Guys, look at my inventory right now. Wait. Hello? How? Huh? Did an update happen? I didn't know about it? Huh? How do I have them? I think the supply drops have purple shocks. Do they really, Cameron? Oh, T. Oh, that's T, guys. Wait. Okay, no worries. Supply drops have 1/5 chance for purple shocks. T. I need heals. I'm like not even paying attention. I need to like heal up, y'all. Please have heals. And of course we have, oh my god, a harpoon gun. Wait, can I? No, I couldn't remember if you could travel with that or not. Maybe heals over here. I'm doing good now. How are you? Sorry, so I'm trying to find heals real quick. Oh. In the purple house? Okay, T. Oh, wait. I have a gold one. Okay. Happy Friday. Welcome in. Wait, that's crazy. It's good to see you, Niall. I'm glad you're here. I may have shed a tear. So it's in the supply drops. They're just in the supply drops, y'all. I gotta get rid of them, guys. I'm gonna have 18 people come in and ask. They are just in the supply drops. I guess there's 1/5 of a chance to get them. So when you get the supply drop option for like the, instead of, for, you know how you get like, you know, the gold rush or whatever and those things, you get it that way. Oh, Maya. Wait, I love that. Maya, it's good to see you. How have you been? Top 7. I know I'm not even like I've got to like lock in a little bit more. Sometimes the drop off on this one's a little hard for me to figure out. Oh, Gemini wants to play it. Wait, I'm done to play Gemini. Yeah. Basically, we finish out the push goal and get to halfway with the sub goal before we play with Gemini if we want to. Oh, wait, it feels so good to have them in it. I feel like it's like a rare thing to have these right now. I feel special. Top 5, y'all. Wait, I need to lock in. We're currently crocheting a Bulbasaur right now. I'm loving this season. Ooh. I got pinged by something. Shit, what is pinging me? Fuck, I gotta go. I'm 1 health. I'm dead. Yeah. Oh, I just saved myself. Holy shit, y'all. That was scary. Were you guys scared? I was scared. I was scared. Were you guys scared? I was petrified. I was petrified. Nothing. First, I was afraid. Of course, remove it. Do I need to check it out? Nice reset. I know. Boots were shaking just a tad. These boots were made for walking. They'll walk all over you. Thanks, Liz, for putting that goal. I appreciate you. All right, I don't have a lot of cover. I probably shouldn't have made my way out of here, but it's fine. Trying to clock where other people are right now. Hi, Diego. How are you? Who do you want me to be? There is a fish you can eat for, I don't know if it's ping or for what. There is something that you can eat for it. I see somebody up top there. That's that sniper. Blocked him real bad. What am I doing? Ooh, shit. Okay, we got one down here. So I'm like trying to lock in a little bit here. We did end up slaying the Ender Dragon. Yeah. Ooh. Got it. One guy's above me up here. Oh, shit. Fuck. The question is, where the fuck is this guy? Ooh. Oh my God, he did the teleport out. Shit. Hello? Wait. Is somebody alive? Wait, I thought it was a 1v1. He had a self-revive? Oh, shit. Period, though. Work, honey. Woo! I'm telling you guys, this is my season. I had to lock in hard for that one, y'all. Oh, okay. I was so locked in that I wasn't looking at the player count. I just thought it was a 1v1. No, that's our third win this season so far, y'all. Third win, baby. Thank you guys for the follows. If you're new here, welcome, baddies. So happy to have you here in the Zesty Bestie community. Welcome in. Let me introduce myself to you properly if you're joining in.
Bitch, you know I'm
Zesty.
Don't call, just text me. Bitch, you slow, can't get
Oh my God, she's bald.
ITGIRL.
You know I am that girl.
Bitch, don't kiss and tell. Ain't girlfriend, ATL.
I did not realize I was like, wait a minute. I thought, like, when I killed him, I was like, wait, why didn't I win? Kate, thank you for the follow. I'm telling you what, though. I think this season's gonna be my season. I'm just saying. Melanie, thank you for the follow. If you're new here, welcome in. I'm gonna be live today. We're gonna be live for a little bit. We're on at least for another 2 hours. At least for another 2 hours. So yeah, we're gonna be on until probably 8 tonight because I had some crashes earlier. And I do want to see if we can slay our goals up today. So we got a lot of goals to hit. All right. We got a lot to do, baddies. We got a lot to do. But yes, welcome in if you're new here. We also play a bunch of other games. We play Minecraft, we play Pokopia, we play a whole bunch of other things. I'm in my Pokemon era right now, but we play a whole bunch of other games. And we just kind of vibe and have a great time. So welcome in, and we're happy to have you. And I'm taking a bite of my food now because holy cow, that was crazy. That was crazy. Guys, thank you for the follows and the love. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Oh my God. Wow, that was wild. That was a crazy game. The season, it does. Sue, thank you for the pusses. And Josh and Cole. Oh my God, thank you guys. Thank you guys for the pusses. Thank you, Josh. Thank you all the love. Thank you for all the follows. Hi today, how are you? Welcome in. It's good to see you guys.
I just wanna be part of yourself.
Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. And then we do our sub goal on purple as well, so thank you guys. Hidden Gemini wants to play a little bit. I'm down to play with the Hidden Gemini guys for a little bit, and then maybe we'll do sub games after that. Maybe we'll do like 2 or 3 rounds with Hidden Gemini if we want to. And see if they want to play. Fox, thank you for the follow. See how we do. A little symphony, honey. All right. And Gemini, yes. Let me see. I never play with anybody, so this is so funny to me. Oh, I don't want to add friends. They need to add a search feature for friends. You know what I mean? They need to add like a search. I'm like, girl, it takes me too much work to do. Is it Gemini Baddie TTV? No. What's their username? What's her username? And then I was like, drink the keg. I know. I was like, girl, I gotta drink it fast. Carl with 5 gifted.
My diet, Dr. Kelp.
Please, please,
Oh.
don't prove I'm right.
Eat down, Baddie. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then maybe we'll do some of your games today too. Okay, why can I not see them on here? It's not Hidden Gem. I have way too many Hidden Gemini. I have too many Gemini friends. Too many Geminis. All right. Too many. Too many. Die, Dr. Kelp. See, this is why also I don't add everybody back because it takes me 18 years to find anybody. I want them to add a search feature. I feel like it'd be so, like, why do they not have a search feature? You know what I mean? Like, girl, I can't even find them. Like, this is why I don't play with people, because it literally takes me my brain cannot comprehend looking for a name. Can she request me? It's gonna. I just can't. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can she request me? I just can't. I can't do it. I don't have the patience for it. I'll be real. I just don't. What is the gayest thing about Fortnite? Me, sweetie. Me.
Baby, I shake that ice. I shake that ice. Shake that ice.
Me.
Shake that, shake that, shake that, shake that ice. I shake that ice. Shake
I
that
know,
ice.
guys. I have like 700 friends.
Shake that, shake that, shake that.
If she wants to play, because she just yeah, there we go. I just need them to request me. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. Hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm Slay. How are you?
I'm doing good. What the heck?
What
How
the
do you like your
heck?
date?
Wait, Brian, thank you so much for all the gifties. Wait, I just saw that. Thank you, Brian. Are you loving the season? Not loving the season? What are your vibes?
Honestly, I kind of like it.
I love it.
Yes, let's go.
I'm eating this season up.
So am I. I'm
Oh my
loving it so
God.
much so far.
I'm excited. Let's run some duos. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Woo!
We can do this. I believe in us.
This is my first time playing. I've only played solos so far, so we'll see how I do. But I
I did
just got
duos
off a win.
yesterday.
I just got a win, so we're on a
Period.
high right now.
Absolutely. I'll help. I'll do
Brian, thank you
everything
so
I
much.
can for you to keep that tiara. You hear me?
We got it. I believe in us. You go to the rivals? Oh, really? Is that too? Yeah, she's a streamer. Yes, hidden gem.
Oh no, the
y'all.
mic cut. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I have my push to talk on. Can you hear me?
What'd you say? The mic completely cut.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Slay. I had my push to talk on, so that might have been why.
Oh, okay.
Your PC been going?
I don't know
love
how you
that.
do push to talk. I literally cannot.
Yeah, I have it on like a mouse button. That way it's like, so I just like
Ooh,
click at
smart.
hold up my mouse. I have like a mouse that has like buttons on it or whatever.
Right. I use those for those are like my hotkeys for like my loadout.
Yes, T. I do have two for that. I have like a mouse that has like 8 buttons on it for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, I need it.
It's
Excuse me?
yeah, it's the Logitech. I don't know, G502 something. It has like 6 buttons on it.
Ooh.
I love it.
Ooh.
I love it. Duos has been good, has it?
Sounds nice.
It's plugged in right now, Mary.
All right, where's your favorite drop
Honestly,
spot?
user, I have been loving this area. I don't know if you want to go
You
there,
got it.
but it is my fave this season.
I'm in.
Oh,
I'm
wait, you're
so
You're the
down.
bus driver though. You got to drive the bus.
Wait.
You're the bus driver. You're driving the bus. We gotta wait till the end.
Wait, I can't even get to
Wait,
it.
T, you're driving the bus first. Oh my God, who's
a little
driving
bit.
this bus?
Who's driving this bus?
Clocked in. Do you get? I don't know how the bus driver. Do you just hop out whenever you want? I have no idea how it works.
Yeah, and then it auto drives itself.
Oh, okay. T.
Do you
I
wanna
just
go
hopped
Riptide?
out. Yeah, we can go there. That's fine.
Okay.
Honestly, user, you just have to be
Dang.
okay with losing. That's my T. That's what made me learn more.
Everyone's yelling at me to honk the horn.
I love it. Oh my God, you can honk the horn. I know. I was driving it once and I didn't realize I was driving it. And then people in my chat were like, you're driving the bus. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh my
That's
God.
literally me. You noticed. I didn't even notice.
I was like, God, they got rid of surfing, but they want us to clock in and work instead.
Yeah, like what?
User, thank you for the follow too.
Where's
I
the bus
appreciate it.
driver? What's he doing?
Literally. Okay. Where it's like there are 18 people landing here. Hello?
Oh no. They're following the bus driver. They're mad at my driving.
T. Okay. Oh no! I think I might have just crashed.
Not really?
Yeah, my stream just crashed. Oh no.
No. Wait, was it your stream or was it Fortnite?
No, it was my stream. I'm glitching. I might have to log out real quick just so I can get this fixed.
Okay, no worries.
Guys, I crashed. Can you guys see me? Oh no.
Y'all, no.
No.
She's gonna crash. I know, and I'm on my own. Zesties tiara.
Can you guys see me? No. I can hear you, but video's
Guys,
crazy
no.
glitching.
I thought it was gonna be the game. Well, I didn't hit them at all. I'm avenging Zesties terribly at the moment. Please.
Hold on, guys. I gotta mute this for a second. I don't know why is it why can I just not have a normal day? Can I just have a normal fucking stream, guys, where we hit our goals and not have to do all this shit every time? Like, I don't understand. I don't want to end the stream. Like, it's actually annoying. Like, I cannot hit my goals. I cannot get my stream to work. Like, it's actually driving me crazy. Like, how am I supposed to do this job? Ugh. Sorry, guys. You got to give me just a second, y'all. I'm just trying to fix this. You gotta give me a second, guys. All right. No, it's not. It's not. Sorry, I'm not gonna read messages. I love you guys, but you guys are gonna try to like tell me what to do, and I just. Like, can I just have a normal fucking day? I literally don't know how to fix this though. Like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm still here, guys. I just don't know how to fix anything. Like, it's just not working. Hold on, guys. OBS frozen on a single scene. Like, this is so insane. I'm gonna have to restart the Twitch live, guys. Fuck. Sorry. It's just like, this is the third time I've had to restart the Twitch live. Like, it's that annoying. Sorry, I'm like gonna crash out, guys. Like, I just don't even want to be, I don't want to stream. I don't want to stream because of this. It's like, that's how annoying it is. And I don't want to restart the fucking live. Sorry, guys. Just another second. Elise, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. OBS is such garbage. Guys, like, I just can't actually get a win today, guys. That's what I'm frustrated about. Like, I've had any possible thing that's gone wrong today has gone wrong. Like, I just cannot win a single thing. Like, I literally can't. I can't. And like, and the problem is, it's getting to the point now where I'm like losing money because of this. Like, I can't earn an income because of this. It's so fucking stupid. Sorry, I'm like so angry right now. I gotta end the stream on Twitch and then restart it. Give me a second, guys. We gotta end the stream on Twitch. Be right back.